In this video we're going to discuss the links panel in InDesign and how it can help you to understand how to use images. The links panel shows you the images that you have used and imported into your InDesign document. At the moment you can see I have two images. The one I have highlighted at the moment is the one that is selected on my page. It gives you the name of it on the left, and on the right hand side it's telling me that it's on page 6. This little warning symbol up here represents the status of the image. If it's missing, if it's not linked with your document anymore, that will be a warning sign next to the image it refers to, and it will be bright yellow, so you can deal with it and relink it. So if I go to the image on page 2 by clicking page 2, it's going to take me directly there, and it's already selected the image for me. So I'm going to deselect that and then select the whole box. Now in the lower half of your links panel, it gives you a lot of information about that image. It's telling you its status is okay, it's not missing the link, it's on page 2, it's telling you the location within your InDesign document, it's telling you the file size of that particular image, and it's also telling you the color space, which is in this case RGB. It also tells me about the PPI, or the pixels per inch. It's an interchangeable term with DPI, dots per inch, if you've heard that term. The actual PPI of this image is 72. Now the actual PPI is referring to the original file that's been given to you from a photographer or from wherever you've received the image. And that will not change no matter how large or small you make it in your InDesign document, because that is the size of the source file. The effective PPI, however, will change and is relative to how large or small you use the image within your InDesign document, and this is really the important one to refer to. For print material, effective PPI needs to be at 300 or higher. For digital material it can be 72, so there's a big difference there, so it's something to be aware of whether you're preparing material that is for print or for web or other digital media. Now to show you how that changes, at the moment it's on 301. If I reduce the physical size of this image, it has gone higher. Okay, so I want to show you that relationship. Notice the actual has not changed because the original file has not changed. We are changing it within InDesign. So the smaller I make the image, the higher the effective PPI goes. Okay, so I can use it quite large in this document and still remain around 300 DPI. So I just wanted to explain that. If I double click on this image, so I've now selected not the image box but the image itself, it shows you up here in the control panels the percentage this image has been used. I've used it at only 23% of its original physical size. Okay, so if I change that percentage, it's going to also change the relationship of the effective PPI. So if I change that to 50, so it's much larger, you can see that the PPI has gone down. It's a lower resolution now, the way I have used it, and you can see the quality of it is not as sharp as when it was used smaller. So it's about having control of quality of your images. The other thing I want to talk to you about is the color space. This image is currently at RGB, which is fine for web or digital use, but for print media it should be in 4 color, that is CMYK. So in order to change that, I can edit it. So I'm going to go up here and choose how I want to edit it. Edit with, and I'm going to choose the program Adobe Photoshop, and it will automatically open that image in Photoshop for me. And you can see that it's in RGB color space here in the document file name. It's always easy to check. Now to change that, I'm just going to go to Image, Mode, and convert it to CMYK color. You're about to convert using this, that's fine. And then I'm going to save that. And then I'm going to go back, close it down. I'm going back to my InDesign document. There we go, I've clicked on that image on page 2, and down here it has now updated it for me. It has told me it is now a CMYK image. So that's a very simple way to know how to convert your colour space so that you output correctly for print material.